Hi, my name's April, Crafting Kamamas. Welcome back to my channel. I will be reviewing the HTVRont Autopress versus the Cricut Autopress and see which one you may prefer. Personally, I have a preference. I do like the HTVRont better, just for the fact that the heat plate is much larger. Not much larger, but it's 3 inches larger, which makes a big difference if you're doing larger designs. And I don't have a disclaimer, I'm not sponsored, I didn't get these products for free, I paid it with my own money. So this is my honest review and my honest opinions. So I'm just hoping to help you guys out to see which one you guys would prefer. To start off, in comparison to how fast they heat up, the HTVRont heated up about 1.5 minutes faster than the Cricut to get up to 385 degrees. To make a fair comparison, I printed the designs off of my Epson F170. The tote bags are 100% polyester from Michaels. So I wanted to do a side-by-side to show you guys how to place the product in. The difference, obviously, with the Cricut on the right side, having a clamshell, is just easier to just literally place it and close. With the HTVRont, with the pull-out drawer, you have to just make sure everything is flat before you push it in. So you can see that, and then you just hit start and it presses down. I like that with both presses, it's automatic. They both will beep. With the HTVRont, it'll lift up just like that, and with the Cricut, it'll pop open, very scary. They both press the tote bags very nicely. There was no ghosting or shifting. The pressure was great, even though I didn't have to add any other pressing pillows. That was just using the pressing mat that it came with. I'll do a close-up of the tote bags towards the end of the video, but you can see that both of them came out great. The next item I'm going to test is Crewnecks sweatshirts, because I've seen people having issues with pressure with crewnecks or with hoodies. I personally haven't had a problem with any of that. I believe it's just the way that you have to place the item on the pressing mat. You want to make sure the collar especially and the sleeves are hanging off of it rather than on top of it. Again, with the Cricut Autopress, it's just placing it down just like that, and with the HTVRont, just making sure everything is good to go before you push it in. So I'll show you guys a side-by-side this time of when it's done pressing. They will both beep and then automatically lift up. This is very convenient to have because while they're pressing, you can be working or prepping the next item to press and not have to worry about coming back to manually lift it up yourself. These were printed on 50% cotton and 50% polyester Gildan Crewnecks, and again, the pressure was great, no issues. Here is the side-by-side close-ups. They both pressed equally the same, no issues, no ghosting. Again, these are 100% polyester tote bags from Michaels, and these are 50-50 cotton polyester from Gildan. And again, no pressure issues. They were both equally great. Just comparing like the general physical features, the Cricut has a 12x15 heat plate, while the HTVRont has a 15x15. So depending on the type of projects that you want to do, if you have a larger design image, the HTVRont definitely has the advantage. They are both removable, which is really nice. I know people have some pressure issues. You cannot manually adjust pressure on either of these. So people do a hack of adding a pressing pillow or an extra pressing mat to help with that pressure. Obviously, the Cricut is a clamshell type, and it's very light. So you can literally, what they say, you can use 2 fingers to bring it down, and then it has a manual if you just want to lift it up manually. The HTVRont is obviously the slide. I honestly do prefer the clamshell over the sliding, because obviously you have all this space to maneuver. This, however, it's once you get near there, it could be a little dangerous. You can accidentally burn yourself, but this is really nice to have as well. And then as far as safety, this part of the Cricut, which I actually really like, it does not get hot at all. It's only hot the plate itself. None of these other sides components of them are hot. This does not get hot, however this part does get hot, and it even has a warning label right here that this part is hot. As for storage, space-wise, the HTVRont is a little bit smaller if you're just leaving it on the table side. However, if you're wanting to store, you have limited space. What's nice about the Cricut is that you can lock it and then you can bring it vertical. Also, for the Cricut, you're able to unplug the power supply as well as the controlling device, or whatever this is called, separately, and store that. The HTVRont, however, just a regular power adapter, it does not disconnect. Also, I know a lot of people don't realize, you also need a laptop or computer to do initial setup for the Cricut, as well as use it for any updates that it may have. The HTVRont is plug and go. So ultimately, it comes back down to what your budget is, what your intended use is, because they're both great options. They both have their pros and cons, so it's up to you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, engage down below, and